Did you know that only 20% of employees get promoted within their first year in a new role? Or that 70% of people believe hard work alone will get them promoted, but the truth is, it's not that simple. In fact, research shows that visibility and relationships are just as important as performance. So, what's the secret behind those who climb the corporate ladder faster? It's not luck, and it's not just working longer hours. It's a mix of smart strategies and habits that most people overlook. In this video, we'll dive into the powerful techniques that can get you noticed, help you rise above the crowd, and accelerate your career in ways you never expected. We'll reveal the hidden skills and mindsets that top performers use to stand out, and how you can use them to become one of the lucky few who get promoted faster. Ready to learn what sets the fast trackers apart? Let's get started. Chapter 1: The Invisible Edge. What top performers are doing behind the scenes. When we think about high performers, we often imagine them as the loudest, most confident people in the room. But here's the truth: the fastest climbers in the workplace aren't always the most outspoken. They've mastered the invisible edge, the quiet habits that work behind the scenes. According to a study by the Harvard Business Review, 60% of high performers credit their success to consistently doing the little things others overlook. These include following up on emails, meeting deadlines, and preparing for meetings even when they're not required to. The invisible edge isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart. Research shows that the most successful employees tend to work on their skills during off hours, outside of their usual work tasks. They actively seek out feedback and make incremental improvements that others miss. One powerful habit? They regularly journal their thoughts and goals. Studies show this simple act boosts performance by 23% because it forces reflection and clarity. It's also about anticipating problems before they arise. A study from the University of California found that employees who proactively solve issues, rather than just react to them, are twice as likely to be promoted. In short, it's not enough to do your job well, you must constantly look for ways to do it better. So how do you start? Begin with small improvements. Tackle tasks that no one else is thinking about. Look for patterns in your work that need fixing, and take action on them before anyone else notices. These invisible actions will create a huge advantage over time. Chapter 2: Networking like a Ninja. How to build relationships that open doors. Networking isn't just about collecting business cards, it's about building relationships that matter. Studies show that 85% of job opportunities are filled through networking. But here's the twist: only 20% of people network effectively. Why? Because they treat it like a transactional activity. Instead, successful networkers treat it as a long-term strategy. Take Bill Gates, for example. Gates' rise wasn't just about his technical brilliance, it was his ability to forge relationships with the right people, often when he had nothing to offer. One study found that when people network with a giver mentality, focused on helping others first, they are 75% more likely to get noticed. But networking doesn't always mean meeting new people. The most effective strategy is strengthening existing connections. A study by LinkedIn revealed that 80% of professionals find success by deepening relationships with current colleagues and acquaintances. You don't need to expand your network as much as you need to nurture it. Send a message to a colleague you haven't spoken to in a while. Offer to help someone with a project. These small gestures go a long way. The key to ninja-level networking is consistency. A simple just checking an email to someone in your industry every few months can keep the relationship alive. Over time, these efforts will open doors you didn't even know existed. If you're enjoying this so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next chapters on how to get promoted faster. Chapter 3: The Three-Circle Strategy. Mastering the sweet spot between skill, visibility, and timing in the race for promotions. The best performers know how to balance three things: skill, visibility, and timing. It's the three-circle strategy. You could be great at your job, but if no one knows about it, you won't advance. Conversely, being in the right place at the right time with no skills will leave you stuck. According to a report by McKinsey, employees who demonstrate both expertise and visibility are 60% more likely to be promoted compared to their peers. But here's the catch: you can't just wait for the right moment. Successful professionals create their own timing. They identify the critical moments when their skills are most needed and jump in. Take, for example, Steve Jobs. He didn't wait for an opportunity to come to him, he created it. Jobs understood that timing is everything in innovation. His ability to act on opportunities when they appeared, and when others hesitated, played a key role in Apple's success. Mastering the three-circle strategy means staying ahead of the game. If you want to get noticed, you need to keep refining your skills and making sure the right people see them at the right moment. Hit subscribe if you want to learn more about how to make this strategy work for you and take your career to the next level. Chapter 4, The Art of Saying No, How Turning Down the Wrong Projects Can Get You Promoted. Saying no can be a career accelerator. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But research from the University of London shows that employees who turn down non-essential tasks are 40% more likely to be promoted. Why? Because they show they understand where their time is best spent. They focus on projects that align with their long-term goals and the company's needs. The ability to say no is an essential leadership skill. Warren Buffett is famous for saying, "The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything." This mindset frees you up to focus on the work that truly matters and adds value. But there's an art to it. Saying no doesn't mean being rude or disengaged. It's about being strategic and understanding your priorities. For example, if you're constantly taking on low-priority tasks, it signals to your managers that you lack focus or can't manage your workload. Saying no strategically shows leadership and the ability to manage time and expectations effectively. Chapter 5, Invisible Leadership, How to Lead Without the Title. Leadership is more about action than authority. You don't need a fancy title to lead. Research from Gallup found that employees who demonstrate leadership qualities, such as taking initiative, inspiring others, and solving problems, are 40% more likely to get promoted. Effective leaders lead by example. They show others how to stay calm under pressure, work through challenges, and push the team forward. Even without a formal leadership position, you can start influencing those around you by offering help, taking ownership of projects, and being a source of solutions. One of the most powerful examples of leading without a title comes from Mahatma Gandhi. He didn't hold political power when he led India's independence movement. Yet his actions inspired millions to follow him. His quiet leadership showed that influence doesn't come from position, it comes from the ability to inspire and guide others toward a common goal. If you want to advance your career, start acting like a leader today. Take responsibility for projects, offer support to your team, and be the person who steps up when others hesitate. Over time, your leadership will be noticed, and it will lead to more opportunities. Chapter 6, The Promotion Accelerator, Turning Small Wins into Big Career Leaps. Big promotions don't always happen overnight. Often, it's the small wins that accumulate and propel you forward. According to research from the University of Pennsylvania, small daily successes lead to a 31% increase in career satisfaction and advancement. One key to accelerating your career is to recognize and leverage these small wins. Completing a project ahead of schedule, solving a tricky problem, or simply offering a creative idea during a meeting all add up. Over time, these small successes build your reputation and show your ability to consistently deliver. Think of it like snowballing. Every small win you have gives you more momentum for the next one. And when those wins are consistently visible to the right people, they create a track record of success that's hard to ignore. In a study by Deloitte, 80% of executives said that consistent, reliable performance was more important for promotions than occasional brilliance. By focusing on delivering small wins every day, you'll steadily build the case for your promotion without needing to wait for a huge breakthrough. Don't forget to subscribe for more strategies and tips on how you can accelerate your career and get promoted faster.